In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to create a mini course within Kajabi. If you are interested in the different ways that you can use a mini course to grow your online business, you can check out one of my other videos where I talked about some suggestions. I'm going to link that video below. And also please remember to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more videos on Kajabi and growing an online business with courses and memberships. So to create a mini course, it's really pretty quick and easy thing to do. In Kajabi, you go to the product section and then all products, and then it says create your product and you click get started. And then from the different options that they provide, you click mini course, get started, and then you give it a name. I'm just going to call this one example course. Now, Throughout this, video, I'm going to need to have several thumbnail images to represent my course as a whole and to represent the various modules and lessons that go into a mini course. I created those thumbnail images in another platform called Canva, and I made a separate video that will walk you step by step through the process of how to create those thumbnail images. You should have them ready before you start designing and uploading your mini course in Kajabi. So please check below for the link to that video as well. So I have my thumbnail ready. So here where it says product thumbnail, I can click select image, upload a new file, and then I can choose the file from my downloads and click save. And then click submit. And then Kajabi will build the product for me. So it's basically coming up with this outline that I can use and fill in to create my mini course. So what it did for me is it created a single category that it called course contents. And then it has welcome aboard, lesson 1, 2, and 3, and so what happens next. So I can just go in and edit the placeholder text that Kajabi put in. So for course content, when I'm on that row, I hover until I see this little pencil icon. And then when I hover over it, it says edit category. So for the title, I'm going to delete where it says course contents. I'm just going to put module 1, or you can put in what the actual name of your module is. And then, like I said, I've already prepared thumbnail images to represent each of my modules. I have them ready in my downloads. So now I just have to upload it into Kajabi. So I click select image, upload an image, choose file, and then I choose the one that I made for module 1. And then click Save Category. Now, I'm going to get rid of where it says Welcome Aboard, that lesson. So in order to do that, I go to where it says Published, that little drop-down menu, and I'm going to click Delete Post. And I'm also going to delete this one here that says What Happens Next, because I'm going to be showing you how to create a mini course that has 3 modules or 3 categories, and then 3 posts or lessons within each of the categories. So lesson 1, 2, and 3. So now for lesson 1, I'm going to go to that pencil icon again where it says edit post. And under post thumbnail, I'm going to click select image, upload an image, choose file, and I'm going to choose the image that I made for lesson 1 and click save. And then I'm going to go back, click save again, go back, and I'm just going to repeat this process, putting in the images for lessons 2 and 3. So I go to upload an image, lesson 2, and lesson 3. So first, what I'm doing, I'm not actually uploading any content to my course yet. I'm just getting the overall structure or outline set up. So what I want to do now is add 2 more modules so that my mini course has a little bit more information in it. So the way I do that is I click on the blue button in the upper right that says add content, and I'm going to click new category, and I'm going to call this module 2. And I'm going to choose the image that I already created it. So I'm going to go to upload image, select my module 2 image from my downloads, click create category. And I'm going to set this category. By default, it's set to draft. So you can leave it in draft as you're working on it, but just remember that you have to click on the drop-down box and change it to publish to make it visible once you are ready to sell it. So now within the module, I want to put 3 lessons within module 2. So I do that by clicking on add content within the module. And the content that I'm going to do is a new post. And I'm going to call that lesson 1. And then I'm going to click add content again, new post, lesson 2, and add content, new post, lesson 3. And then for each of these, again, I'm going to click on the drop-down menu and change them from draft to published when I am ready to sell it. Okay, so now within each of the lessons, I have to go and put in the thumbnail images for those lessons. So I hover over lesson 1, click edit post, and here under post thumbnail, I click select image, upload an image, and I am going to upload my lesson 1 image. Click save, and I'm going to repeat this for lessons 2 and 3. So now we can check to see how everything is coming along, how it's going to look to your students. So in order to do that, what you do is you go over here toward the top next to the blue button, there's this other button that says preview. And you can see how it will appear. So it's going to have this header with the name of the course and a button to start the course. And I'm going to come back into this and show you how you can customize it. Then it has that overall course thumbnail image that we put in when we first created the product in Kajabi. And then it shows me one block of lessons for module 1, and then a second block of lessons for module 2. And there's an instructor box where you can put your photo, your name, and a little bio of yourself, which I'm going to show you how to do it later in this video. And then, of course, your footer, which we will also cover in later in the video. So the next thing we want to do is upload content into each thing. So I'm going to go back to lesson 1 under module 1. And within the lesson, I can put, if I want to put a video or an audio file, I can, or an assessment is like a quiz. So most of the time, a mini course will have a video for each lesson. So you can record that video by just recording yourself giving a presentation or just speaking on Zoom or on Loom, LOO.com. And then you download the MP4 file and you click here where it says video and you upload the video into Kajabi to to have it as part of that lesson. And then you can also have some written content within the lesson. So you can just go into this text box where Kajabi has some placeholder text, and you can just delete the placeholder text and you can write whatever you want here. So if you don't have a video, you're going to want to put the full lesson, written out. Or if you do have a video, then what I recommend is still taking advantage of this text box and putting in a recap of what is covered in the video and what people can expect to learn from it. Also, if you have any downloads that you want to include in the lesson, like let's say a resource list or a checklist or a worksheet, you can click Add Files here and upload whatever PDF files you have on your computer so that people can access them when they go into this lesson of the course. And so I would go through lesson by lesson within the mini course and put in your video file, put in your text, and put in any downloads that you want to associate with each lesson. And if you want to add even more content, what you can do is click on Add Content up here in the upper right again, make a new category and call this Module 3. Select an image. I'm going to upload the image that I made for Module 3. Click Create Category. And then I'm not going to go through the whole process again, but you would repeat what we already went over, where you click Add Content and then click New Post, and you can make as many posts as you need for each of your lessons. And then within each lesson, you put in a thumbnail image for that lesson and the content for that lesson. So the final thing that I'm going to show you is how to customize that dashboard for the course. So the way you do that is under the title of the course here where it says customize course, there's a little picture of like a paint palette and it says customize. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to scroll down and then I'm going to click where it says here Premiere Product and there's another icon of a paint palette. I'm going to click on that. And again, when I hover over it, it says customize. And so here I can click on various elements of that course dashboard to customize them. So for example, I'll start with the footer. I'll start at the bottom. I can click on it and there's this editing box on the left. So I can change the background color of the footer. So let's say I want to go with a green color and then I'll want to change the copyright. I'm going to click on it. And let's see, where is that? I'm searching in the editing box here on the left. Here it is, copyright. So I'm going to put in, you can put in your name or your business name. You can edit the social media icons in the footer by scrolling to the social icons section. I would recommend checking off this box that says open the links in a new window so that if anyone clicks on them, it doesn't completely take them away from the mini course. And then here in each of these social media platform boxes, you would put in the URL of your page or your profile. And then if there are any social media, any of these things that you don't have, that you don't use, you can just delete it. So like if you don't have Twitter, you can just delete it. And when you do so, the Twitter icon will disappear. You'll also want to customize the instructor section of the course dashboard. So you click on first where it says John Doe, and you can type in on the editing bar on the left, type in your name. And then if you want to change the title, you can put in a different title. And under the bio, you can put in your bio. I'd keep it pretty short, just a couple of sentences, because it's not a very big box. If you want to change the accent color, like if I want coach to appear in a different color other than blue, I can do that right here underneath the bio. So let's see, let's say I'm going to make it green. Click save. So see that it changed from blue to green. And then for the picture, I'm just going to hover over it and you can see it says edit when I hover. And when I click on it, on the left, this editing box appears and it says headshot, select image. So then I can click on that and click upload a new file and upload a photo of myself to go here in the instructor box. And then finally, we are going to customize this banner. So the way I do that is I just click anywhere in the banner and I can put in a new image. So I'm just going to go select a recent file. Let me see if I have something else I can use. I'm just selecting an image that I already had in my Kajabi account, but you can create a custom image within Canva, download it from Canva, and then upload it into Kajabi so that your banner image matches the look and feel of all of the other thumbnail images that you've created for your course. There's also by default an overlay, like this gray color over this banner image in Kajabi. So if you don't like that, you just click here where it says overlay color. And the choice in the bottom right is this like checkered white and gray box. That means basically it means no overlay. So then the overlay goes away. And then where it says example course, what Kajabi did is it just took the same name that I put in when I created the product. I typed in example course. So Kajabi just automatically enters it here. So you're probably not going to have to change that. But in case you do, you just click on it and you can choose whether or not it gets shown at all. And then where it says start course, if I click on that, the editing box again appears on the left, and I can choose whether or not, like I can choose what the text of the button says. And I can also choose the button color down here on the bottom of this editing area. So just go like with that color. And I can also choose whether or not I want to have a button at all. So if I don't want a button, there is, when I clicked on this section, this banner, and I scroll down, you can see it has product info, which is the name of the course. And then it also has the start button. So if I don't want to show the start button, I can go to the three little dots next to where it says start button, and I can click hide, and then the button doesn't show. And then finally, the header, I can choose whether or not this header shows at all by scrolling up to the top of the editing box on the left, and I can uncheck show header, and then the header disappears. If you do want to show the header and just customize it, you could just click on each thing one at a time to customize it. So you'd start with the logo on the left, and then you can select here where it says logo image, you can select your logo from your computer and upload it. And then if you want to change the menu that's here at the top, you just hover over it and click on it. And on the editing box on the left, you can choose whether or not you want to show it in your header at all. And if you do want to show it, if you want to choose a different menu that you have created within the navigation section under website in Kajabi, then you can choose whichever menu you want from the drop-down menu here, and it will appear at the top of your course page. And that, in a nutshell, is how to create a mini course in Kajabi.